Hello and welcome to another episode of Deck Diary. Today I wanted to give a little bit of facelift for a previous deck that I made in this channel. It's White Forest Mitsurugi. Right now it's shaping to be a decent deck with the addition of Verdaulis Harmonia. I feel like this deck has a decent chance going second, but it still doesn't fix it by much. It just gave a little bit of power going second. Because Verdaulis Harmonia, being a hand trap and also doubles as a searcher starter, you can send Arclight to search Mitsurugi starter, or you can send Lilith to search White Forest starter. So I feel like this card is really neat in this deck. But again, it doesn't fix the problem of going second. This deck most of the time just use and push with all the engine that this deck has, and even then, it's still not enough, especially that our opponent knows where to hand trap properly. Okay, without further ado, we can talk about the deck list. For the main deck, the non-engine that we run, I think we run 13 non-engine in here. We run 2 Draw. Draw is still a decent card, even though that Branded is pretty popular, but against other than Branded, I feel like that this card is still quite decent in this meta. Maxi is Maxi. If we resolve it, we basically win. Whether we're going first, we're going second. And then Ash Blossom, this card specifically in here to stop Maxi and follows, because we don't like saying follows or Maxi in our game. Follows is basically just another Maxi. We hope that we drew this going second and resolve it. We basically turn skip our opponent. The reason I cut this to 2 because I'm seeing way too much follows for my liking. So running 2, I guess it's fine for me, but I think running 3 is actually optimal. And then the cards that glued this deck together, Verdaulis Harmonia. Verdaulis Harmonia is really nice in here. It's technically a hand trap and also a searcher. It can be a searcher for starters for Mitsurugi by sending Arclight, or searcher for White Forest if you're sending Lilith. The next non-engine, we still run Called by the Graves and Cross of the Nectar. This is supposedly the third copy of Follows, but I run Cross of Designator instead because it's technically still a spell card. We can send it for White Forest costs, and it's out draw. So I think the main engine for this deck is still the same. We still run 3 LZ, we still run 3 Sylvie, one of the best starter. We run Russia, it can be a nice extender. And also we run LZ Azamina because there's Search Deception. And the new addition in here is Astellar. Although that we know that Astellar is weak to every single hand trap in the game, but we needed this for Lilith. So basically this is a bridge from Verdaulis Harmonia to our White Forest engine. Do we want to draw it? I don't think we want to draw it that often. We added Diabellstar Black Witch to this deck again. This helps us search Deceptions. Tales of the White Forest, this card basically search our White Forest, and this is our main cost for Arciala. Witch of the White Forest, this has a niche lock, which we don't play that much dark in our extra deck. I think the only dark that we run in our extra deck is just Ila Sylvia. Yeah, I think that's the only card that we run in the extra deck, so the lock should not matter that much. An extra starter, still a good card. Deception, this is the card that special summon Sylvia, another Omni Negate. This also has a niche synergies with Mitsurugi because all Mitsurugi cards want to be tributed. So it's really nice card in this deck. One wanted, these cards to just search Diabellstar, not much. We can draw with this, yes, but this is a good card to search Diabellstar. And then our Mitsurugi engine, requirements, Mitsurugi no Mikoto Kusanagi, Saji, Aramasa, we cannot not run it in our deck. If we're not running this, we're not playing Mitsurugi. Basically, the same with Murakumo and Habakiri. Technically, we can cut Futsu, but I really like Futsu. This is nice, another 8 body. And in this deck, we basically want to spam our level 8s because we run Zombie Vampire as well. So it's a really nice card to have. Preparation of Rites. This is basically a searcher for Habakiri. That is why we also on 1 mirror. Mitsurugi Ritual. I think this is a requirement as well. And 1 Mitsurugi Prayers. This is basically to reborn Murakumo. And sometimes we kind of don't need it because we already have Futsu in field anyway. But it's still a nice card to have because it still search Habakiri. And Mitsurugi Great Purification. This is an Omni Negate. This is the theme of the deck. We're just trying to spam Omni Negates. And then the cards that bridge White Forest to Mitsu. Dogmatica Lawbringer. This is searchable via Arciala. You can dump Herald to search Mitsu. It's less good to dump Luluwale with this, but with the Harmonia package, I feel like that this card can break some boards. Like we can send Malong to bounce a card or send Packbit to set a monster to a spell and trap zone. It's really neat. This card becomes really neat with the addition of Verdalis Harmonia. And then for the extra deck, Ila Sylvia is another Omni Negate that we can bring out with the Hallowed Azamina. Just another Omni Negate. Herald of Arclight. This can be special summon by synchroing off LZ and LZ Azamina. It's really niche. You can turn LZ with the field spell, but I think it's way too niche. The main reason why this card is in here is because Verdalis Harmonia and Lawbringer. Malong is just Verdalis Harmonia target. Silvera is a nice OTK tools and also a disruption if we got to special summon it with Diabel, Queen Diabel. Arciala, this card really glued this deck together because as the previous video said, you can search Lawbringer. Lawbringer can basically bridge into Mitsurugi, as I said before. Zalen is an option for Queen Diabel. This is basically another Omni Negates. I guess we already knew what is the main theme in this deck. Packbit is another target for Harmonia. Technically we can bring it out, but almost certainly we will never make it. But it's a nice card. It is a nice card. Queen Diabel, our main end board, it's add back spells from graveyard, spell and traps. It's really nice. It's really nice. We can add cross out or call by the grave from graveyard back, so it's really nice, I would say. Chaos Angel in here is quite nice as well because we can make this via LZ Azamina plus any level 8 Mitsurugi's name. And it still triggers the LZ Azamina synchro effect. So it's really nice to have, and it's also have a board breaking capabilities as well. Duration, this is basically our level 11 option. I don't think we go to Duration that often. Technically this competes with Pep, but I'll choose this because this is stronger card going first. But which Pep is not a going first card. It's a nice going second card. And our level 12 Crimson Dragon package. Crimson Dragon, Snake Eyes, Vengeance Dragon. This is our end board. We can make Crimson Dragon quite easily by using level 4 White Forest plus level 8 Mitsurugi's name and turn it into Vengeance. And then maybe the second one we can use it for Crimson Dragon to cheat out Cosmic Blazer Dragon. It is a very strong negation. Summon negation and activation negation is really strong in this game. And our last Harmonia target, Despian dulu Balilith. This is a bridge from Harmonia to White Forest. You can send this and special summon Light Spellcaster that shares attack and defense. It's really nice. Zombie Vampire here. We technically don't need it in our end board, but this is our way. If we don't start with any White Forest card, this is our way from Mitsurugi to bridge, well, to hope to bridge into White Forest. We just going to hit Sylvie, right? So yeah, that is basically the list. I feel like this deck can be improved, but I do like this iteration. I know that this is a bad time to upload a deck list, because basically, I think when this video is uploaded, we are getting new packs. But I will just put it out there. Maybe you guys have a suggestion, opinion about this deck. Feel free to tell me, because I want to make this deck work properly. So yeah, feel free to give me any suggestion and enjoy the replay.